Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police, everybody. It'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think anything on the side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be continuing my Dark Side of the Sign series with Cancer. So I am Cancer Moon and all that good stuff. So I'll be putting my little ifs, ands, and what's nots about it. All right, so the dark side Cancer man, he can be clingy. If you like space and freedom and want to maintain your own individually, that's going to be hard because he's going to manage your life. They can be private but demand to know what's going on in your life. They're whiny crybabies. They want to be pampered. If they don't get their way, they can complain until they do get their way. They can be stingy. Hoarders may keep a separate bank account from their partner. Selfish and self-absorbed. Objective. Closed down when things don't go well for them. They can be moody. If things aren't going well for them, they can try and pull you down with them. They don't like when their partner is doing better than them. They can be shrewd in business deals and make sure they get the best business deal, even if that means that you lose out. They can be fearful as well, passive aggressive or just aggressive. They tend to live in the past. They can't get over pain from the past and past relationships or childhood pain. They can be workaholics, so you may never see them. They have weird eating habits and tend to overeat or have dietary issues, ulcers, indigestion, bad gas, or bad breath because of the negative energies they hold. They might eat in bed and be sloppy and messy. They can be mama's boys. And if they don't get along with their mom, they might take it out on the spouse. They can be sneaky and conniving. They think they know women. They're definitely cheaters. These are the pimps of the zodiac. They can be thieves. And when they're not with you or broken up from you, they're stalkers. And so the dark side is Cancer female is emotional, irrational, moody, needy, and takes things personally. She can be uptight, can't take a joke. I definitely got told that, especially as a child. I used to have these friends who like to play fight, but I didn't know how to play fight, so I told them, you know, they get knocked the fuck out in the meantime. I don't be mad. But yeah, I was definitely that person. Um they can be cheap and clingy. I'm definitely cheap. They won't give you personal space. She tends to mother her mate, but it can be too much. She can be nitpicky, a worrywart, never at peace, always needs reassurance, insecure, fearful. She makes a big deal out of nothing. A very hard friend to deal with. thirsty for men, puts men on a pedestal. I do tend to favor men more just because, again, if you listen to my Aries, Dark Side Aries video, I grew up with men. I have all boy cousins, and so I do tend to favor them a little bit more than women. Um, I should say I used to. I'm getting better at working on seeing both sides the more I kind of morph into my feminine energy and seeing that, it's just as hard for women as well as it is for men, especially when it comes to relationships. Um, yeah. But but a dark-sided Cancer woman will tend to put a man on a pedestal even if he doesn't deserve it. Men come first in her life. If she doesn't have a man, she'll complain about how lonely she is. She can't make it through life without a man, always talks about her man. They tend to be meek around men, but bitches around women. Grouchy when hungry, so hangry. Ah. Food provides a sense of comfort, and so they tend to be a little bit voluptuous, especially if you have Cancer in the first house. They're very secretive, money hungry, will step on your toes, um, and stab you in the back to get ahead, sleep their way to the top. They can be crybabies. Hey, if she hates her job, she will talk about her boss, but stay there for years. They can be long-winded in conversations, dress tacky, have big hair, like the blush and act kind of dopey, slow, like lackadaisical. They like, or they act like they don't have any sense or common sense. They will use blackmail to stay with them. They tend to be, I don't know if copycat's the right word because I think it's a little bit deeper than that, but they'll clone other women, like try to be like them, envious and jealous. Um, as a mom, they tend to smother their children and live vicariously through them. This is the quintessential pageant mom. They can be, and then there's the self-absorbed workaholic who will ignore her kids, won't want to deal with her kids and let them figure it out for themselves. Um, close herself off in her room. And they tend to be really great providers, but lack emotional intelligence or the ability to nurture her kids and have irrational discipline habits. Now, I do tend to resonate more with the workaholic and will ignore her kids and want, let them deal with stuff themselves. I think that's healthy depending on how you look at it. I presume the reason why this is considered dark-sidedness is because it can seem like there's a lack of structure in the home. But also your kids need to have skills to be able to work those things out. And so I will guide them through it. I will listen and pay attention to what they're talking about and correct them and things of that nature. But I'm definitely locking myself in my room. I live in my head. I prefer to live there. Um, and I do like my alone time in that way. And so I tend to try to make my children be a little bit more mature and be able to do things on their own. And I'll give them the opportunity to do it on their own. Like right now, I'm teaching a 7-year-old how to cook little bits here and there, like the little things, and give him responsibilities and things of that nature. Again, I think that's healthy. But yeah, they will allow their man to come in and disrupt their home, which can end up causing problems with children. They can be closed off sexually, gold diggers, withhold sex, and kind of expect too much in the beginning of a relationship. And so in that way, they can be a bit delusional. And these also tend to be the bottom bitches. And so this is the, whoever the pimp, top person is in his, out of all his girls. That's a dark side of Cancer. So family, as usual, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.